Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series in the Akai MPC, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Amagafi writes in and asks how to multi-sample a drum kit or using the Autosampler on the MPC Live 3. I have a USB-C to USB-C over here, and I'm running Ableton Live as my host DAW to get all the magic to happen. So I'm just going to hit new here, and then I'm just going to try and make this as viewable as possible for anybody out there that wants to see what the heck is going on and go over settings. I know it's like not the best viewing experience, but I will talk through as much as I can, possibly everything. So I'm going to hit Control Comma on here. Well, try again, Control Comma. The reason I'm doing this is I want to bring up the config menu. This is Control Comma will get it loaded for you on Windows. I forget what, it's probably like Command Comma on the Mac. First step is you want to make sure you have ASIO as your driver type up top here. Might be very hard to see, but it says ASIO under the first one says driver type. Second one says audio device Akai Pro MPC Live 3 ASIO. If you don't see that and you go to the drop down and you're not seeing the Akai Pro MPC Live 3 ASIO, make sure you go download those drivers using the InMusic app and get them installed. I believe you need it also on the Mac to get everything to work completely properly. So just go to the InMusic app, go to your device, and go install the drivers. It will make your life a lot easier. Last but not least, go to Output Config, and I've got mono 1 and 2 and stereo 1 and 2. You'll see it go from mono from 1 to 24 and stereos 1/2 all the way to 23/24. These are just allowing you to do a lot of routing if you want to do all kinds of fun stuff for like processing or use your DAW as a sound source or whatever for multiple things. You can go nuts. Then I'm going to go to link, tempo, and MIDI, and you just need to make sure under input ports it says MPC Live 3, USB-C in 1 and 2. Just have track connected or clicked for both of them. Next up, I'm a big fan of the Korg Triton. Has a lot of that old school sound I like. So I'm just going to double tap and load that into this MIDI track, and we'll show recording the steps I would go over for recording everything on the Tricky kit. It's a fun drum kit that has multiple velocity layers and has some of the problems that we'll want to talk about and how I would go about finding them, finding kind of like the, I'll say, breakpoints and working through stuff. So what the Tricky kit does is, for some of the hits, if you play them maximum velocity, it will play one sound, and if you play a lower velocity, it'll play a different one. It just makes it easier to show that like what's working and kind of how it works. So last but not least, on Ableton, I'm just going to click the little record to arm it for the MIDI track, and we should be good to go. So from that, we move over to the MPC. I'm going to go new track, MIDI, and I'm going to go MIDI output port. I'm going to say USB MIDI port 1. And from this immediately, we can see I'm sending, you should be able to kind of see here, MIDI activity on the left and audio activity on the right. So we're sending and we're sending MIDI over, we're getting audio back, we just can't hear it. To hear it, I got to go sampler, we're going to turn monitoring on, and on the MPC Live 3, we have this USB input 1 and 2. I should now be able to hear things. And that's the Korg Triton plugin firing off. So what we have as number 1, we need to find the lowest note. Korg Triton for the plugin. Once you get below a certain note number, it just plays the same sound over and over again. So that's great, but there's actually more here. So this is our lowest note. I'm going to hold overdub and play start just to record a note. The reason why I'm recording this note is so I now have in my grid view, I can go see what the lowest note is, and it will play forever. Let's go find the highest note. I'm going to try E. So all these sound different. These two are similar, but I think they're different. Go bank F. Bank G. That's the last one. So if we just record this, we can now go to grid view. We can see C0 is the lowest note, and if we scroll up, we can see C7 is what we've just determined is the highest note. So if you're going to be doing a taking a drum kit and recording it into a key group, you now know your range is C0 to C7. This will take forever to record. It's probably like 5 or 6 minutes, maybe 10, even without doing multiple layers. So I'm going to actually record something less than this. And I want to go back to the sampler. So let's go erase that. We know C0 to C7. This one plays 1 or 2, depending on the how hard I hit it. So I'm going to go overdub and play it. So I played it and hit it as hard as possible because we want to get this max velocity. And now if I go play, let's go automation. I'm just going to drop it down. So let's try like 90. Still says 2. Let's try 80. Says 1. So if we go up to 82. Still says 1, 83. We hear 2. So this is a percentage, and you have to translate percentages to from like 0 to 100 to 0 to 127. But I'm just going to say it's probably around like 90, 95 is the lower value. So this gives me my range. If I was going to actually record this, I would go C0 to C7, and I would at least have 2 layers. One is going to be max velocity, and then one would be like 82% velocity, which, as I said, is probably like 96 or so. So let's go to the next step. We're going to go sampler again, and we get the little keyboard with a plus. We're going to tap that. And here I would normally, as I said, go C0. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go up to C6. I got to change this max to C7 first, though. So I'm going to go C7. We're going to scroll this to C6. So this is just going to give us an octave. Note stride, you want this to be 1. Whoops. We want note stride to be 1 because you want to capture the note for every single step because we have different drums all over the place. I'm going to enable layer 2, and we're going to drop this, as I said, we'll just go like 96. It should be fine for just demoing this. There's probably a more exact calculation, but I don't want this video to take forever. I'm just going to go note length 3 seconds and tail of 1. It's overkill, but it's fine. Turn, whoops, get out of here. I want looping off because looping never does anything you want except for like rare lucky circumstances. Now, we have 96 seconds. Oh man, just tapped it wrong. Back in, scroll down. We're going to go do it. So this is going off and it's going to play all these notes and record them at multiple layers. We should be able to hear them kind of come. They should make some different sounds, at least from time to time. Like the 1 and 2 stuff, we should hear the difference if I did this right. So, and while this is going, just as a reminder, make sure you have stride set to 1. Go through the steps that I just did using the grid view. It will help you find the lowest note and the highest note, and hopefully get everything working the way you want. Anything else I can think of? I'm not really having anything quite come to mind at the moment, but we should be getting into like the 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. Yeah, a lot of these sound the same, just at different velocities, which is what you're going to get. One other thing. So, Amagafi had mentioned a issue. So we got 1. There we go. We got 1, 2. Amagafi was mentioning an issue with using EZDrummer. I don't know specifically about EZDrummer. I don't have it, but I do know that some of the DAWs and how you connect things will not. The auto sampler doesn't work correctly for some reason. I don't know if it's detecting something different in how they're operating or what, but I would say check out, like, just look at some different ways. See if you get like some different samplers to get something to work and see if it does what you need. With this finished, we should now be able to go over and play. If we can find, there's like F. Actually, I got to switch to from notes mode. I got to go to chromatic because even though we're in a key group, because all the samples are in a key group, we need chromatic to do this. Yeah, so you get the 2 layers. So this does work. I'm a Goffy. Hope this helps answer your questions. Definitely thank you for the question. Everybody else, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.